Aryana here with Domineer Media Group. I have the wonderful, lovely Jessica Betts here. Thank you so much for having us, Jessica.
Thank you.
So we're here at the Aloft Hotel for the Harlem Pride Festival. So tell me a little bit what you're going to be doing tonight, what we can expect from your performance.
I'm just going to do a nice, smooth acoustic set. Myself and I'm accompanied by a great musician by the name of Felipe Works, and we're just going to just serenade people with a couple of songs tonight.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about performing in Harlem? I know you have a lot of fan base here.
Yeah.
Are you excited to be able to, have your fans come and support you out here? How has it been having the Harlem community support you?
It's been wonderful, actually. Just a few weeks ago, I had a show at the Apollo, and that was a sold-out event. It was in Harlem. Shouts out to Apollo Theater, and I love my following here in Harlem. It's pretty cool. They show me a lot of love.
That's good. They definitely support you a lot.
Yeah.
So along with getting to know you as an artist, we definitely want to know you as a person.
Okay.
But first off, I wanted to ask you, what type of singer do you describe yourself as? Do you think you're R&B, soul? Do you not even put yourself in a category?
I don't put myself in a box. A lot of people say I'm a soul singer, R&B, but I like to think that I just add soul and R&B to any kind of genre that's placed in front of me. But I love all genres, including country music. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be awesome to see what other country things you have coming up. So, with that, I know right now, in the music industry, pop is super popular. I have to say, I love dubstep, I love house music. But so as an artist, do you find pressure to sort of adapt to what's popular? Do you just want to keep as authentic as possible, and whatever you feel, you do?
Whatever I feel I do. Although I'm not mad at the dubstep. I like, no, seriously, I think it's a good evolution of music in so many different ways. So I gotta appreciate it because a lot of other people do. So I show a level of appreciation for that kind of genre and the new times. But I guess being authentic is just being true to myself, and I'm still working to have that direction in my music that stands aside and stands out from everybody else. So whether it's current, it's gonna fit in with anything. Whether timeless music goes with any time of any time period in which we are.
I agree. So let's talk a little bit about Apollo. How Apollo has just been a great venue for you. Your very first performance, sitting on that stage where all the greats have been. How was that experience for you? I can imagine that must have been something out of this world.
Yeah, I felt possessed a little bit by the greats. I felt possessed.
Did the energy take you while you were there?
Yeah, the energy definitely took me to another place. And it was spiritual. It was all those great things. A lot of great positive energy from the crowd and the audience. Great feedback from the people. So I just felt like James Brown and Whitney Houston kind of came down and
came in.
Yeah.
Helped you out that
moment. Helped me out a little bit.
And speaking of your faith, I know you're a church girl. You're from Chicago. You spent many years in church. How has your faith helped you through your journey? And then also, how has that influenced your music?
Oh wow, you got to keep God first. I mean, that's the only reason I'm sitting here today. Keeping God first and having that mindset. My spirituality is not a religion. It's totally a connection that I have with God. It's a relationship. So, I look at it as that. And so keeping Him first keeps me grounded because I face a lot of diversity, with not conforming to what people think that I should be or what they would like for me to be. So being spiritual and keeping God first is the only way that I can maintain a solid mental to stay strong, Yeah,
definitely faith is a leader in a lot of things. So with that, I wanted to ask you, I know that the music business is predominantly males. I know it can be a struggle for women. Yeah. What struggles have you faced thus far coming up in this industry?
Well, it is a male-dominated industry, and being a woman in this industry, it's very powerful, and so, I don't look at it as I don't look at it as like something minute or secondary. I think that women are more powerful. We just got to know the power we possess in this male-dominated world. So with that being said, a lot of times the conformity and me being myself, me being authentic with who I am, that's just the adversity, because a lot of men want you to be and look a certain way
exactly
for them. But I find that it's beautiful to have men to accept me for who I am.
Yeah. And I'm sure your confidence has helped you blaze through all of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what advice do you have, a sort of a two-part question, what advice do you have for young aspiring artists that are coming up, and musicians as well, being with your experience and your struggles, what advice would you have for young people?
Oh man,
I know it's a big question.
No, it's a real question. My advice would be to stay true to yourself, and go with your heart, and always keep your mind focused on the bigger picture,
And so Domineer, we're a women's group. It's a bunch of us. It's 5 of us, young women, and we're all about women empowerment. So what advice would you have for young women who are trying to be successful in whatever they're doing?
Oh man, just whatever you do, make sure you're very passionate about it. And passion goes a long way. It's not monetary. There's no monetary value to passion, because that's going to bring any kind of monetary or financial stability, is the passion that you have. Being young, I know that it's very hard because we get sidetracked by a lot of different things, fun things, life in general. It's fun not to have a full responsibility in life. But if you just take care of the responsibility early in life as young women, then, we can begin to live our lives later on in life. So my advice would just be to, take life by the balls. I'm sorry.
No way! It's a phrase that goes a long way, honestly. So I kind of wanted to go, let me backtrack just a little bit.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about the show, Road to Stardom, that you did.
Okay.
How was that experience, and how has that also influenced you and where your career and how you've gotten to where you are today?
Wow. The Road to Stardom was a huge part of who I am, my artistry, my growth. It helped me in so many ways, independently, and it was sort of like my redemption, because starting out like this, I was told, no, you can't look like that, you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, walk a certain way in order to become successful in this business. It was my redemption because I realized that people accepted me for who I was.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I was their favorite, and at the time, I know it sounds a little, maybe a little crazy, but I did. It was shocking to me that people found me to be their favorite, and I was totally being myself. It was not like something that somebody told me to do. I was just, for the first time in my career, being me. And so Road to Stardom was that edge. It was like that opening for me to love who I am, and to accept who I am. Because pre-Road to Stardom, I was still questioning that.
I think it would definitely validate who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely make you confident in yourself.
Yeah.
That's great.
And, now it's, it's really not nobody to say now.
So, your video, Hold On. I watched it. I am in love and in awe. I have admired you. I didn't realize the extent to how much of an actress you are. Honestly, you embody 2 roles of a female and a male.
Yeah.
I mean, you captured the emotions on both ends, and when I was talking to the other girls, I was like, wow, for her to be able to do both things, that's really hard.
Yeah.
So, I know that you did, an appearance on Big Mama's House and such. What do you think about the film industry? Do you see yourself maybe going to the film industry and being an actress? I mean, I certainly can. So what do you feel about it?
Well, that's one of the the projects I'm working on now, I'm working on a movie that's coming out in 2014.
Oh, yay! Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm working on the film. The video kind of gave me an idea of a diverse, because I had to do two extremes. It was two extremities. I had to become super femme, super soft, super, just, elegant, and then I had to be super tough and super masculine. And so with that shoot being in one day, in a 24-hour time period, the emotion was very, very, very serious, because I had to, meet both extremities. So, of course, I'm going to get into acting. It really kind of, validated my my acting debut, and now I'm just working on films and getting ready for the big screen, So when I do release, there will be movies and other things that I'm working on, so we can come in with a huge bang.
Yeah, keep us posted. I would love to see what the future holds for that. So what else is next for Jessica Betts? Where can we find you?
Yes, JessicaBettsMusic.com. You can find me on Facebook, Jessica Betts, Twitter, Facebook, and I'm also now addicted to Instagram. Jessica Betts Music.
Part of the community, the Instagram.
I didn't know I liked photos so much. I didn't know I liked taking photos so much. But yeah, that's where you can find me, and I'm right now focusing on the album. Because I think a full, strong album, because that's my love and my passion, music, and then everything else follows, and then becomes secondary. So right now I'm just really focused on the album, making sure that it can be the best that it could be.
Well, awesome. Yeah. So we have a lot to hear from you.
Yes, you do.
Well, great. Thank you so much for having us. I really appreciate it, guys.
That.
Check this girl out. Yes, she's incredible. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, her website, even saw a blog. You're just everywhere on social media. So please check out Jessica Betts, and thank you guys for joining us, Domineer Media Group. We'll see you later.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Jessica Betts, and I'm chilling here in the Aloft in Harlem with Domineer Media, and this is how we do.